Today we'll study Cardano's method for solving a general cubic equation. Now we already know for a quadratic equation, we have a standard formula which we use to get solutions. So the obvious question is there a standard formula which we can use for a general cubic equation to find solutions? And the answer is yes. But the answer is not the interesting part. The interesting part is, in this method, we'll transform a cubic equation until a quadratic equation appears inside it. And the second thing is, there are cubics with 3 real roots, for which this method will force us to pass through complex numbers. We'll begin with understanding the mechanism behind Cardano's formula. So we have a cubic equation, which is ax cubed plus bx square plus cx plus d equals to 0, where a is unequal to 0. Now the first step is to normalize. So what we'll do is, we'll divide everything with a and we'll make a cubic equation with leading coefficient 1. So we can write this as x cubed plus b by ax square plus c by ax plus d by a equals to 0, and let b by a be small a, c by a be b, and d by a be c. So we can write this cubic as x cubed plus ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. So it's a simple step. Second step is, we'll depress the cubic. That is, we'll eliminate x square term by substitution. So for the substitution, we'll let x as y minus h. Now if we put y minus h, we can write y minus h cubed plus a, y minus h square plus b, y minus h plus c equals to 0. Now this is y cubed minus h cubed minus 3y square h plus 3yh square plus ay square plus ah square minus 2a hy plus by minus bh plus c equals to 0. Now if we look at terms of y square, we have 3y square h and ay square, and if we have to eliminate y square, we'll get 3h plus a will be 0, or h should be equal to a by 3. So if we have to depress a cubic, then we have to make a substitution, x equals y minus a by 3, where a is coefficient of x square. So what we'll do is, we'll depress this cubic using this substitution. So we can write y minus a by 3 cube plus a, y minus a by 3 square plus b, y minus a by 3 plus c equals to 0. So it will be this y cube minus a cube by 27 minus ay square plus y a square by 3 plus ay square plus a cube by 9 minus 2a square y by 3 plus by minus ab by 3 plus c equals 0. Now this ay square will cancel. So we can write this as y cube and then terms containing y. So we have this term, and this term. So it will be plus b minus a square by 3y, and then it is minus a cube by 27, and it will be 3a cube by 27. So plus 2a cube by 27 minus AB by 3 plus C equals to 0. So let this be P and let the constant term be Q. So we'll have a depressed cubic, which is Y cube plus PY plus Q equals 0. So the second step is to get a depressed cubic which doesn't have a y squared term, and you get this cubic by substituting x as y minus a by 3. Now we have to solve this depressed cubic. Here our third step is we'll split the variable and we'll use one extra degree of freedom. What we'll do is we'll split this variable in two parts. So basically what we mean here is we'll replace y with u plus v. So it'll be this u plus v cube plus p u plus v plus q equals 0. So it'll be this u cube plus v cube plus 3u square v plus 3uv square plus pu plus pv plus q equals 0. So we can write u cube plus v cube and plus, we'll take these two together. So it'll be this 3uv plus p into u, and then we'll take these two together. So it'll be this 3uv plus pv plus q equals to 0. Now since we have split one variable into two, so we can choose the relationship between the two variables. So what we'll do is we'll put 3uv plus p as 0. So we'll choose 3uv plus p equals 0. So we'll get u cube plus v cube plus q equals to 0. So we can write u cube plus v cube equals minus q and u into v equals minus p by 3. Now from the second one, we can also write u cube into v cube is minus p cube by 27. Now in order to find y, we have to find u and v. So what we'll do is we'll construct a quadratic equation whose roots are u cube and v cube. Now this is sum of roots and this is product of roots. We can write a quadratic equation as t square minus sum t. So there'll be plus qt and then plus product, and it'll be minus p cube by 27 equals 0. Now we can write the solution to this quadratic. So this t will be minus q plus minus under root of q square plus 4p cube by 27 by 2, or we can write this as minus q by 2 plus minus under root of q square by 4 plus p cube by 27. Now the roots are u cube and v cube. So we can write u cube as minus q by 2 plus under root of q square by 4 plus p cube by 27, and v cube as minus q by 2 minus under root of q square by 4 plus p cube by 27. Then this u will be cube root of minus q by 2 plus under root of q square by 4 plus p cube by 27, and this v will be cube root of under root of minus q by 2 minus under root of q square by 4 plus p cube by 27. Now y is u plus v, so it will be cube root of minus q by 2 plus under root of q square by 4 plus p cube by 27 and plus v is cube root of minus q by 2 minus under root of q square by 4 plus p cube by 27. And we know that x is y minus a by 3. So we can put the value of y from this and we'll get our x, which is the root of this cubic equation. So we have got one solution to this cubic equation. Now cubic equation is supposed to have three roots, not one root. So when we write u cube as minus q by 2 plus under root of q square by 4 plus p cube by 27, we have taken one solution. Now what we have done here is we have taken this u as cube root of minus q by 2 plus under root of q square by 4 plus p cube by 27 and let it be some capital U. And the same way this v cube was minus q by 2 minus under root of q square by 4 plus p cube by 27, or this v is cube root of minus q by 2 minus under root of q square by 4 plus p cube by 27, and this is capital V. So here our assumption is cube root of 1 is 1, but we know that cube root of 1 is 1 omega and omega square, where omega is e to the power iota 2 pi by 3, which is minus 1 plus root 3 iota upon 2, and omega square is e to the power minus iota 2 pi by 3, or minus 1 minus root 3 iota upon 2. So along with u, this equation will give us three roots: u, omega u, and omega square u. And the same way, this equation will give us v, omega v, and omega square v. And we know that u into v is a real number. So we can only take combinations where this product, it becomes real. So we'll have three cases as uv, second is omega u and omega square v, and this third case is omega square u and omega v. So this y will be u plus v or omega u plus omega square v or omega square u plus omega v. So these are the three solutions to this cubic equation. If this u plus v root is simple, say integer or rational, then the easiest method is simply dividing the cubic and get the quadratic, either by simple division or by synthetic division, and get the other two roots from the quadratic. And if u plus v is irreducible in q, rational numbers, then you can use this method. So these are our three roots. Now there's this one thing that you should have noticed already, and which is this quantity q square by 4 plus p cube by 27, it appears under a square root. So let us say this is delta, and let us say this is Cardano's discriminant. So whenever we convert a cubic equation in a depressed cubic, y cube plus py plus q equals to 0, we'll calculate this delta, which is q square by 4 plus p cube by 27. We'll have three cases. If delta is greater than 0, then this equation will have one real and two complex roots. if delta is equal to 0, then it'll have all real roots with at least 2 equal roots. And this third case, when delta is less than 0, it'll have 3 real roots. Now in this case, now since delta is less than 0 and we know our solution is cube root of minus q by 2 plus under root delta and plus cube root of minus q by 2 minus under root delta, and since delta is negative, so this quantity will be imaginary. So it'll take us in the complex number domain, but when we simplify and solve it, you'll get all 3 real roots.